Excuse me. Dream of drowning in the rain. I want to make my mistakes, become nothing but a puddle. And reborn unafraid. Why do I think I need to get it right the first time? No one closes in on me like I do. No one holds and chokes me like I do. But maybe the weight of it all is a myth we tell ourselves. Maybe growing old can weigh a little less on our chest. Exhale and free fall. Rain, rain, rain. So that's what I have so far. I actually really love the chorus, if I do say so myself. I think also it's really catchy. I've gotten it stuck in my head. The benefit of that is that it makes it easier for me to memorize if it's just on repeat in my brain. I also don't love it all the time because then I get tired of my own songs, and that's a bummer. But yeah, at this point, it is still, I feel like the chorus has become integrated in my mind. Like, there's kind of this point where when I've practiced a song enough that it's just, stuck. But the rest of it so far have not gotten to that point. So it's pretty raw. I mean, all of it so far is pretty raw. So I am going to work on some more of it. It's obviously going to continue the message that I'm on, but I don't know exactly what I'll be singing. So I use like an actual notebook to write, because I used to just, I guess in more recent years, I would just like put it on my laptop, like immediately digitize the lyrics and chords and stuff. But it's actually a lot easier for me if I physically write it down. So that's nice to know. But I have a little notebook, and I just have that here on my keyboard stand. And I will go ahead and write things down, obviously, but then kind of on one side, I have more so just like the ideas that haven't become fully formed lines yet. I'm just kind of like, oh, maybe those words will make sense, or that idea will become something. So that is part of the process. I have to record myself on a voice memo as I go, otherwise I will forget what the heck I just sang. It's actually impressive how quickly I can forget what I just sang, what I just played. I impress myself in that way. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and work on that. And I try to complete a song. I try not to take too long to finish it. So if I start on a day, like I don't want it to go unfinished for too long. I don't feel like I have to immediately finish it, but I mean, ideally in a few weeks. But I mean, if I wanted to, I could finish a song in one day or a couple days. It's not that difficult, but I prefer to give myself a little room just so that I don't put too much pressure on it. So yeah, so I think it's been a couple weeks since I started. I am kind of time blind, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know how long it's been, but I know it hasn't been too long. And what I'll do is I will make a note on my phone, a reminder, because because even if I set a reminder on a certain day, if it comes to that day and I'm really not feeling it, I'm not gonna, like, usually I often don't push myself. Like, if it's gonna require a good deal of pushing to work on a song, like, that's not the best headspace for me to do it personally. Sometimes it's like, oh, there's not too much of a barrier. I can go ahead and push myself a little bit. But if I can't do that, then I'll just set that reminder for like the next day or a couple days later. It's really not a big deal as long as, as long as it happens and it doesn't take too long, because then it feels good. I have a finished thing, because I don't really like to, well, I never start a new song unless I finish the last one. So I might be ready to start a new song, but if I know I didn't finish the last one, then I don't really feel good about writing the next one. It's all about mentality, It's all about keeping myself clear-headed, in my own way. And I feel like that is really important, to just not really pay attention too much how other people go about their process, because that would drive me crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna be done yapping for now. Yeah, it'd be really cool if today I could finish the song. I think that is reasonable. Okay, so I have just been working on the second verse, and I actually felt like keeping a lot of the lyrics from the first verse. It kind of felt right to just take it back, like bring in that repetition, to reiterate the feelings from the particular, like the, I don't know, metaphysical experience, I guess. So I slightly modified the verse. So the first Actually, I'm just gonna play the second one because I don't care if you hear the first one again. You can go back in the video. So the second one goes, I dream of drowning in the rain. Like I said, I wanna make my mistakes. Happily frozen in a puddle. Thaw me out if I break. I like that. I like the imagery. I like playing off the water, you know, because water freezes. It's funny that as I'm talking about this, it feels like talking about the song takes some of like the mystery out of it. I don't know. How do you feel about that? Like, do you like hearing the behind the scenes? People probably like hearing the behind the scenes of songs. Yeah, I like hearing it too. But for some reason, when it's my songs, I'm like, but I should have an air of mystery. Doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Maybe as I talk about songs more, the more I'll get used to it. Probably that. Yeah, so I don't think I'm actually gonna finish the song today because I want to come into it fresh and just write the bridge. Because at this point, that is all that I feel I need to write. I think that after which I will feel like the song is complete. Yeah. And here is how the second verse goes back into the chorus. Because a lot of times it's like first verse and then pre-chorus, chorus, second verse goes back into pre-chorus, chorus. But for this one, it felt like it should go straight back into the chorus after the second verse, which goes like this. I dream of drowning in the rain. Like I said, I want to make my mistakes. Happily frozen in a puddle. Thaw me out if I break. But maybe the weight of it all is a myth we tell ourselves. Maybe growing old can weigh a little less on our chests. Exhale and free fall. Rain, rain, rain. And then I'll go into the bridge. So I think it's going pretty well. And I feel good. It feels good to have made progress. You know, sometimes you have to accept that didn't get to finish something all at once, but steps are being taken. That's how I feel today. Because I think if I tried to push through it, like, I don't think I would feel fresh to write the bridge. Unless I take like a long break and then write it tonight, which is possible. You never know. But yeah, sometimes just feeling good about the progress. So, yeah, yeah, I feel good where things are at now. I really like that chorus. I think it's pretty. Okay, so I guess stay tuned for the rest of the song or whatever, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.